Good evening and welcome to TC Network. I am Tingli Tim Hokip bringing you today's news. Today's top headlines include Manipur Congress slams Center for excluding Biren Singh from meet on state's crisis. 26 people, including 3-year-old boy, killed amid severe flood in landslide in Assam. IMD predicts heavy rains to batter northeast India. News in details. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC strongly condemned Union Home Minister Amit Shah for conducting high-level meeting on Manipur in the absence of Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh. The party termed that initiative as complete violation of Constitution of India. Addressing media in a press conference held this evening, President of MPCC, Kaisam Megachandra strongly denounced the union government for conducting high-level meeting on Manipur conflict without any Manipur legislature, even Chief Minister, who also in charge of Home, says India Today Northeast. Discussing state issue by union government in the absence of state leader is humiliation of Chief Minister of State and people of state. Discussing states matter by central leaders without inviting Chief Minister amounts to violation of 7th Schedule of Constitution. It is complete breakdown of democratic system of India, he expressed. For inviting only Chairman of Unified Command and DGP, he said that so far there is no formal announcement of imposition of Article 355 or 356. However, conducting meeting with Chairman of Unified Command DGP and Chief Secretary as state representatives is very unfortunate. How can only Chairman of Unified Command and DGP rule the state? He questioned and also stated that we are human, not an animal living in jungle. We are bona fide citizens of India. Government of India should not neglect. In media, Union government had announced for border fencing along Indo-Myanmar scrapping of FMR. But in reality, nothing is done, he alleges. He also strongly condemned for not being able to end the conflict despite the fact that Union Minister Home had announced to settle after MP election. He also expressed the suffering that people are enduring due to the conflict. 5 members of a family, including a 3-year-old boy, were killed in a massive landslide triggered by heavy rains in Assam's Karimganj district on Tuesday night. The incident took place at around midnight in Tajurtar village of Bendigrol area of Badarpur. The bodies were recovered from the debris by SDRF teams. The deceased have been identified as Abdul Karim's wife, Raimun Nessa, 55, his daughters, Sahida Khanam, 18, Jahida Khanam, 16, and Hamida Khanam, 11, and grandson Mehdi Hassan, 3. So far, 26 people have died due to floods this year. 1 person died in Hailakandi a day ago. Nitai Sapkar was swept away by a stream while he was passing through the floodwaters in the Saspur Mohantila area. Locals rescued him and took him to SK Roy Civil Hospital, where doctors declared him brought dead. According to the latest data from the State Disaster Management Authority, 1.61 lakh people across 470 villages have been affected in the ongoing floods. The flood-hit districts are Tamulpur, Bongaigaon, Karimganj, Lakhimpur, Udalguri, Darrang, Dhemaji, Nagaon, Hojai, Chirang, Barpeta, Baksa, Nalbari, and Golpara, and Biswanath. Karimganj district have been the worst hit where 210 villages have been severely affected by the floods. Nearly 60 hectares of agricultural land have been damaged in the flood, with most plots being Bongaigaon district. Also, 39,906 livestock have been damaged. The flood-affected people have been accommodated in 3,982 shelter camps that have been arranged by the state government. All these camps are located in Karimganj district. It has been learned that the situation has deteriorated due to the release of water by the embankments in various places. One such area bearing the burst is Kanpur, where water released by the 275 MW Kapili hydroelectric project run by NEEPCO has put people of Hosai, West Karbi Anglong and Kanpur in danger. Road connectivity has also been disrupted in many parts of the state, including the national highway connecting Bandar Dewa Itanagar. Similar situations were recorded on Silchar Guwahati National Highway 6 in Meghalaya, cutting off the Barak Valley with other parts of the state. According to the Regional Meteorological Center of Borjar, the state received 23% less than normal rainfall from June 1 to 12. The Weather Office has predicted light to moderate rains in most parts of the state till June 24 and heavy to very heavy rainfall in some parts of June 19 and 20. The rising water level in the rivers have become a concern. As per data available with the Central Water Commission on last evening, the water level of the Kapili River in Nagaon Kanpur has receded slightly compared to previous day, but it continues to flow above the danger mark. Kusi Yara River in Karimganj has crossed the danger mark along with 7 other rivers. Barak in Karimganj, Kapili in Morigaon, Gaurang in Kokrashar, Mana in Bongaigaon, Disang in Sivasagar, Sonkos in Dubri, and Brahmaputra in Jorhat and Dibruga have crossed the warning mark but yet to cross danger level. The Brahmaputra is flowing 0.04 meter, 0.18 meter, 0.06 meter above Nimatigat in Dibrugarh, Jorhat and Dubri respectively. Barak is 0.78 meters above warning limit at Badar Purgat in Karimganj, Kapili 0.58 meters at Daramtul in Morigaon, Gaurang River 0.55 meters in Kokrashar, Mana 0.24 meters in Bongaigaon, Dichang 0.56 meters at Nangla Muragat in Sivasagar, while Sonkos River is flowing 0.2 meters above the warning level in Golakganj in Dubri. India Meteorological Department IMD forecasts that a cyclonic circulation lies over northeast Assam and neighborhood, and another over North Bangladesh and neighborhood in lower tropospheric levels. Further, it forecasts a trough runs from central parts of Bihar to Nagaland, and another north-south trough runs roughly along longitudinal 86° E to the north of latitudinal 22° north in lower tropospheric levels. Strong southwesterly or southerly winds are prevailing from Bay of Bengal to northeastern states in lower tropospheric levels. The Weather Department said widespread light to the moderate rainfall accompanied with thunderstorms, lightning and gusty winds 30 to 40 km per hour, likely over Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Sub-Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim during the next 7 days. Isolated extremely heavy rains could batter Assam, Meghalaya and Sub-Himalayan West Bengal on June 19, Arunachal Pradesh on June 19, the Weather Department added. Assam Rifles has strongly refuted the allegations by Naga civil bodies and organizations of the presence of illegal immigrants in Manipur. Civil bodies and organizations from Nagaland had earlier submitted a memorandum to Home Minister Amit Shah, seeking repatriation of illegal migrants or fugitives from Myanmar to their country. They also sought withdrawal of Assam Rifles along the Indo-Myanmar borders in and around Kamjong areas in Manipur. The United Naga Council, UNC, Naga Women's Union, NWU, All Naga Students Association Manipur and SAM, and Naga People's Movement for Human Rights, NPMHR, together submitted the memorandum to the Home Minister. Refuting the allegations, Assam Rifles in a letter stated, in the state area extending from BP 82 to 89, some refugees have indeed taken shelter due to warlike situation in Myanmar. However, they are immediately repatriated as the security situation improves across the IMB. The accommodation arrangements for the refugees comprise of self-help, bare essential, thatched huts with polythene covers, Assam Rifles further adds. The state administration is fully aware of the presence of refugees in the area and have also collected the biometric data of the refugees. Proper coordination in terms of security exists between the security forces and the state administration. Security forces maintain a vigilant presence and are actively managing the border area to prevent any unlawful activities. Drivers transporting liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, petrol and diesel along the National Highway 37 in Phal Silchar via Jiribam in Manipur have initiated an indefinite steering wheel down strike starting Tuesday, June 18. The drivers are demanding increased security for their fully loaded vehicles along National Highway 37, which is crucial for Manipur state. In a meeting held at Khunau Community Hall in Jiribam, District of Manipur on Tuesday, June 18, the drivers resolved to continue their agitation until the government reaches an agreement with the Kuki Women's Union. The strike was sparked by Kuki women's blocking petroleum product carrying vehicles at Tatbung village in Tamenglong district of Manipur near Jiribam town on Monday, June 17. The meeting was organized by the All Manipur Petroleum Products Transporters Association, AMPPTA, and the All Manipur Petroleum Products Drivers Association, AMPPDA. The protesting drivers highlighted the dangers and vulnerabilities they face, urging the Manipur government to bolster security for trucks traveling along the national highways. Since June 6, numerous petroleum vehicles and bullet tankers have been stranded at the Jiribam borders due to escalating violence and lack of security measures. Over 250 vehicles carrying petroleum products are currently stranded in Jiribam district of Manipur, facing threats from armed miscreants and blockades by Kuki women. Meanwhile, a convoy of 74 goods-laden trucks, escorted by the Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF), left Jiribam for Imphal on National Highway 37 on Tuesday, June 18, leaving the petroleum transport vehicles behind. The current agitation follows a violent incident on April 16, when armed men in combat fatigues fired at trucks on National Highway 37, injuring a driver and causing LPG, petroleum and diesel to leak onto roadside drains. The transportation of vehicles resumed on April 23 after Manipur government assurances, but the recent escalation of violence has reignited security concerns among drivers. KWU and HR Technopol District organized Zangna Dopna Awareness Program in the district at HTC Conference Hall Technopol today, the 19th of June 2024. KWU and HR Technopol District had been actively participating in various ways for the good of the people and progress of the society. They also took up great roles in protecting the district from Meitei's infiltration and also bravely fought against the state forces for their biased behavior. Taking their good deeds further, they organized Zangna Dopna Awareness Program today for the cause of the martyrs' family. Teresa Hingney Kim, President, KWU and HR, and Khai Manguite, President KIT, gave speeches during the program. It was followed by speeches from Kai Kholal, President HTC, and Ngainay Kim, President KWOHR, where she briefed on why Zangna Dopna project had been adopted and how the project shall be executed. She also briefed on the past progress made and how important this project is, since it is meant to wipe the tears of our martyrs' family through it, though it is not worthy of it. She said it is the least we can do for the martyrs' family. The leaders who gave speeches during the awareness program stressed on the matter of our identity being Kuki and that all the martyrs died in the name of Kuki. BJP is planning to retain the coveted post of Speaker in new Lok Sabha and is unlikely to give it to NDA partners like JDU or TDP, News 18 reported, quoting sources. Earlier, reporters had indicated that Chandrababu Naidu's TDP may bargain for the Speaker's post in the lower house, since it helps BJP from the government at the center. Sources added that BJP may offer the post of Deputy Speaker to an ally. A special 8-day session of Lok Sabha is slated to commence on June 24, and the election for the post of Speaker is likely to be held on June 26. BJP's Kota MP Om Birla was the Speaker in the 17th Lok Sabha. Sources say that Union Defence Minister and senior BJP leader Rajnath Singh has been tasked to hold discussions with NDA allies regarding the Speaker's post. The post of the Speaker is significant since the individual has several powers, including the ability to disqualify or suspend members, decide when a question can be asked, expunge unparliamentary remarks of MPs, and clear bills based on voice votes. The Speaker also facilitates the smooth conduct of proceedings and ensures order in the House. There was speculation that TDP or JDU wanted the Speaker's post moved to get protection from any possible split in their parties in the future. According to IANS, a BJP leader, on condition of anonymity, denied reports that TDP and JDU had demanded the Speaker's post and added that the matter would be first considered internally before it's discussed with allies to reach a consensus. Earlier, JDU leader Kesi Tyagi said that his party and TDP are party of the NDA and will support the candidate nominated by BJP for the post of Lok Sabha Speaker. In its second day of rescue operation, the Sikkim administration on Tuesday evacuated 1,225 tourists from Lachung and nearby areas of Mangan district, which was hit by a series of landslides and rain last week, leaving at least 6 people dead, an official said. The evacuation of the remaining tourists, said to be a few hundreds, will be carried out on Wednesday if the weather permits, as 6 helicopters are on standby Bagdogra Airport in neighboring West Bengal, Additional District Magistrate Vishnu Lama said. The administration had rescued 64 tourists on Monday and brought them safely to the district headquarters, Mangan. We have evacuated a total of 1,225 tourists from Lachung and surrounding regions and brought them to Mangan town by road today, Lama said. Mangan district is known for popular tourist spots like Gurun Donmar Lake and Yuntang Valley. With vehicles provided by the Motor Vehicle Division of the Transport Department, the rescue people reached the state capital Gangtok from Mangan town and began their onward journey to their respective destination, the ADM said. The district administration is ready to remain vigilant and prepared to cater to the needs of the remaining tourists and deal with any challenges, the official said. District Magistrate Hem Kumar Chetri is himself supervising the evacuation of the stranded tourists. Besides the district magistrate, the superintendent of police, Sonam Detchu Bhutia, other senior civil and police officials, besides BRO, NDRF, SDRF, local panchayats, and volunteers are coordinating the rescue of the stranded tourists. The rescued tourists expressed gratitude towards the state government, Mangan administration, other agencies, and the local people for taking care while they were holed up at various places and bringing them to safety. Nearly 50 people were killed in the flash flood that hit the same district in October last year. Incessant rainfall in the state over the last few days has claimed 2 lives and affected over 3,000 people, Meghalaya State Disaster Management Authority MSDMA said on Tuesday. The deceased were identified as Probino Warba, 48 of Tinring Village, East Khasi Hills, and Kanli Maram, 49 of Nongkro Rambrai Village, West Khasi Hills. While Warba died because of drowning on June 10, lightning claimed Maram's life on June 12, MSDMA officials said. The officials said over 3,037 people across 42 villages in 6 districts have been affected following continuous rainfall since June 10. All districts have been directed to take steps to activate District Incident Response Team, keep district emergency operations centers operational 24/7, issue advisories to the public, and initiate immediate relief measures. Leaders of the opposition India bloc on Tuesday met officials of the Securities and Exchange Board of India over the leaks manipulation of the stock market on Lok Sabha elections results day, June 4. The stock market saw a sharp decline on the day of the Lok Sabha election results. The Congress alleged that the fall in stocks was due to the statements of Union Home Minister Amit Shah and PM Narendra Modi, who gave investment advice to thousands of retail investors. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi targeted the government and Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah for their statements in media interviews and alleged that a big scam was being orchestrated in the stock market. On Tuesday, TMC leaders Sakit Gokhale, Kalyan Banerjee, Sagarika Ghosh, Arvind Sawant from Shiv Sena, Supriya Sule from NCP, Sharad Pawar faction and other opposition leaders reached the SEBI office in Mumbai to lodge a complaint regarding the statement made by PM Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah in the media. The opposition leaders met SEBI Chairman Madhavi Puri and demanded an investigation into the alleged scam. TMC's Kalyan Banerjee said that after the results were announced, the retail investors in the stock market suffered a loss of Rs 30 lakh crore. This is a scam, Amit Shah had said in an interview before the results to buy shares in large numbers. What is his link with the stock market? Narendra Modi and Amit Shah are behind this scam. This matter should be investigated. TMC leader Sagarika Ghosh demanded that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman and Amit Shah resign from their posts. Arvind Sawant said Amit Shah and Modi said that people should invest in shares. They raised the slogan of 400 par. This resulted in common people investing money in the stock market. But after the results, they suffer huge losses. SEBI should investigate this matter. The Supreme Court has asked the SEBI to investigate the matter. Now let's expect an investigation. The common man should get a result because this has become a practice. It's a political fraud because leaders of our country are involved in this, someone said. The delegation of India Alliance met the SEBI official and said that the day after the election results were announced, the stock market fell sharply. All the leaders said that a big game was at play and demanded an investigation. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi had earlier accused PM Modi, Amit Shah and Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman of manipulating the stock market. Rahul Gandhi had said, "For the first time, we saw the Prime Minister, the Finance Minister comment on the stock market." The PM on 3-4 occasions told the nation that the stock market would surge. The Union Home Minister clearly said that on June 4, the stock market will skyrocket and people should buy stocks. The same message was repeated by the Union Finance Minister. He also highlighted how the stock market fell sharply after breaking all records on June 4. The Kuwaiti government will give $15,000 each to families of the victims of the devastating fire that killed 50 people, including 46 Indians in the southern Ahmadi Governorate, according to a media report on Tuesday. The massive fire, which occurred at a 7-story building in the city of Mangaf on July 12, was caused by an electrical short circuit in the guard's room on the structure's ground floor, according to Kuwaiti authorities. The building was home to 196 migrant workers, mostly Indians, on the orders of the Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Faisal Al Ahmad Al Jaber Al Sabah. The victims' families will receive compensation amounting to $15,000 each, the Arab Times newspaper reported. Citing government sources, the newspaper said the compensation payments will be processed and delivered to the victims' embassies. 3 other deceased were Filipinos, and the identity of one of the victims has not been established. The concerned embassies will then ensure that the funds are distributed to the families of those affected by the fire, expediting the process and ensuring that the assistance reaches the victims' families promptly and efficiently, it said. This financial aid aims to support the bereaved families during this difficult time, the newspaper said. Kuwait's public prosecutor has launched an investigation into the incident. The probe aims to uncover the circumstances behind the incident and what might have triggered the deadly fire, the public prosecutors said on X. A Kuwaiti citizen and several foreigners have been arrested in connection with charges of manslaughter and causing injuries to the negligence in security and safety measures following the fire incident. CNA and CDF Matupi area had taken over. A military junta came in Matupi Township, which belongs to Junta Military Khamaya 304 Battalion yesterday, the 18th of June 2024. As per report received from a reliable source, Archin Brothers Armed Organizations, the CNA and CDF of Matupi Township, Southern Chin, had taken over another junta base in Matupi. The base was occupied by Khamaya 304 Battalion. The CNA and CDF, with the grace of God, had taken over more junta bases in Myanmar. Archin Brother of CNA and CDF had recovered many sophisticated weapons and ammunition from the deserted camp of the junta forces. They recovered various types of automatic weapons, bullets, bombs, RPG, and others as well. Archin Brothers report victory over victory since they are united, and this would serve as a great example to the Kukis if they want to win this war against the Valley people. There is no victory without unity, Archin Brothers added. Southern China was reeling Tuesday from heavy rains that triggered landslides, killing at least 9 people, knocking out power for entire villages and burying crops. Meanwhile, northern parts of the country are battling drought as the country faces 2 extremes of severe weather. 4 people were killed and 2 others were missing in Wuping County in the coastal province of Fujian due to landslides caused by torrential rain. Severe downpours started on Sunday afternoon, with authorities measuring 372.4 millimeters of rainfall over a 24-hour period. At least 378 houses collapsed in the county, and 880 hectares of crops were damaged, amounting to economic losses at least 415 million yuan, $57.2 million, in Wuping, authorities said according to the official Xinhua news agency. In the southern Guangdong province, bordering Hong Kong, landslide triggered by severe flooding killed at least 5 people in the city of Meizhou. 15 others were missing according to local media reports. More than 130,000 households in Meizhou experienced power outages, with some neighboring towns and villages out of contact as on Monday. 3 helicopters and more than 200 teams of rescuers were searching for survivors and delivering aid to the affected areas, according to local authorities. More than 11,000 people were moved after the Hanjiang River in South China's Pearl River Basin flooded, drawing crops, fields, and inundating homes. In the southwestern Guizhou province, more than 1,100 people were evacuated due to flooding in several counties. Meanwhile, much of northern China, including the capital Beijing, has endured high temperatures in recent days. However, rainfall is expected in the drought-hit areas in the next 10 days, according to China's National Weather Bureau. Last month, flood-related disasters left several dead and missing in 17 provinces across China, according to the Ministry of Emergency Management. Today morning, several women were arrested in Yangon City due to alleged participation of Flowers campaign in celebrating the birthday of State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi, who turned 79 today. The arrests come amidst the ongoing crackdown by the junta regime on activities on social media. The regime, which controls several major cities in Myanmar, has intensified its efforts to suppress any dissenting voice and prevent the spread of information on social media, largely Facebook. The arrest of these women highlights the regime's determination to maintain control over the flow of information and suppress any expression of dissent. It shows that there is no freedom of speech in Myanmar, and basic human rights are systematically violated. The regime's action illustrates the ongoing violence and repression in the country, which has been in a state of war of several years. The crackdown on social media users is particularly concerning. Social media platforms have become vital tools for individuals and organizations to voice their dissent, share information, and mobilize resistance against the junta regime. However, the regime's ongoing attempts to suppress these activities demonstrate its fear of dissent and resistance. By targeting social media users, the regime is attempting to hinder efforts to raise awareness about the ongoing crisis in Myanmar and mobilize support for pro-democracy movements. That is all for today's news, and have a pleasant evening ahead.